If you invoice customers, you typically receive payments at some time later than the time of the sale. After you receive these payments, you fill out a deposit slip and take the checks to the bank. You will also need to enter your customer payments and deposits in QuickBooks so that you always have an accurate record of your finances. Let's say you've received check number 1762 for $15,000 from one of your regular customers, Pre-Tail Real Estate. Now you need to enter the payment in QuickBooks. Go to the home page and then click Receive Payments in the Customer section. Begin typing Pre-Tail in the Received From field. Because Pre-Tail Real Estate is an existing customer, QuickBooks fills in the name as soon as you type the first few letters. QuickBooks automatically enters today's date, but you may want to enter the date you received the check. Notice that when QuickBooks fills in the customer's name, it also displays all of the unpaid invoices for that customer. Click in the Amount field and type the amount of the check, $15,000. Then press Tab on your keyboard. Type in 50. When you enter the payment amount, QuickBooks applies the amount to the invoices listed, beginning with the oldest invoice. QuickBooks marks the invoices that are paid for with check marks. The amount QuickBooks applies to each invoice appears in the Payment column. Next, select the payment method. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Payment Method field to open the list. Choose Check. Click in the Check Number field and type 1762. Then press Tab on your keyboard. Type 17. If the check doesn't cover all of an invoice, QuickBooks reports an underpayment for that invoice. In this example, we'll choose the option Leave this as an underpayment. When you're finished, click Save and Close to save the payment information and close the form. After you've entered the payment, the closed invoices are marked paid. Behind the scenes, QuickBooks has reduced your accounts receivable balance by the amount of the payment. A few days later, you've been to the bank and made your deposit. The next step is to enter a deposit in QuickBooks that matches the bank deposit. Go to the home page and then click Record Deposits in the Banking section. QuickBooks shows you a list of payments waiting to be deposited. In this example, you've deposited all your cash and check payments, so in the Select View field, open the View Payment Method Type list to choose Cash and Check. Click the drop-down arrow to open the list. Choose Cash and Check. Note that the check you recorded from Pre-Tail Real Estate is included in the list. To select the entire list, click Select All. Click OK. Choose the bank account you are depositing the checks to. In this example, checking has been selected. Review the payments listed on the deposit as well as the deposit total. It's important that these match your bank deposit. Click Save and Close to save the deposit record and close the form. QuickBooks will increase the balance of the checking account by the amount of this deposit. When you enter a payment, QuickBooks does several things behind the scenes. The accounts receivable account decreases by the amount of the payment. The balance for the customer who paid decreases by the amount of the payment. And the paid invoices are removed from the Open Invoices report. To learn more about QuickBooks, go back to the Learning Center and select another tutorial from the list.